We got some smaller trucks with some slightly smaller numbers. Got two 2026 Chevy Colorados here. Both some pretty damn good looking trucks. But we got about a $5,000 to $6,000 difference between these two. Which one do you think it is? We got a 2026. That one is a Z71 over there. They both have crew cab. This one is a Trailboss. Obviously, this one is in blue. It is reef blue metallic. And this one is in red. Got a nice radiant red. Not bad. I really like the look of these rims. What we got on here? Some Goodyear Wrangler tires. Some good dual purpose. Let's start with this Trailboss. MSRP, we're gonna start at 40. It's a little high. Not seeing any markups on here or add-ons besides the Trailboss, obviously, and that puts us 42,495. Sorry for the jet noise. 28% from Mexico. These are good looking trucks. We do have, which you guys are gonna not like this, a 2.7 liter 4-cylinder turbo, an 8-speed automatic. This size truck, I mean, 4-cylinder turbo is fine, but I know a lot of truck guys prefer displacement, so V6 is going to be the way to go, what you can get in a Frontier right now. Let's take a look at this Z71. I do like the looks of this one a little better. The colors just kind of go together. Here's the side profiles. Yeah, it's a good looking truck. But how much is it? Starting at 44. Z71 is about $1,000. It is still the 2.7 liter turbo max. 47,960, so $48,000. Still the crew cab. It is a 2026 model. Yeah, 50 grand basically for one of these puppies. Over 50 grand if you're gonna finance it. That's a lot for a small truck, you know. I don't think these tow amazing amounts of weight. Does it say? I am not seeing it, but I would bet that it is under 5,000 pounds. I would bet. Not entirely sure on that one, but I know it's not going to be as much as a V6 or a V8. Not that you're going to find a V8 in this size truck, but I know a V6 will probably pull a lot more reliably. Not to mention the maintenance on a turbo engine is going to be, excuse the jets. The turbo maintenance is going to add up, man. It's more oil changes. If it doesn't have port injection, it's going to be valve cleanings eventually, and a lot of, you know, purge valves, hoses, anything that is emissions related. Most turbo small engines have problems with those. Personally, I do like the Z71. These rims look fantastic with this red. But I don't know if I could cop up 50 grand for this size truck, especially when you can get discounts on a Frontier with a V6. It's just as nice of a truck. Or you could just go used, you know, get yourself an old Tacoma. Bet it'll blow this thing out of the water in terms of utility purposes and definitely reliability. But they are good looking trucks. Take a quick peek at the inside here, and they are spiffy. I mean, look at that screen. That's nice. Not a huge back seat, but it does have one. The gate That does not look very big. Maybe 5 feet. This one is not sprayed or lined. This one is not lined as well. But the tailgate does have a little bit of protection on there. Good looking truck, man. But something tells me this size truck with a 4-cylinder turbo should be less than 40. Maybe something closer to 35. And I'll take a few less bells and whistles, you know. Because at the end of the day, it's a truck. But, you know, to each their own. That's kind of where I'll leave it for here. It says the 2026 model. Looks like not much has changed. Is this a 2026? This is a 2026. Same engine, same transmission. Now this is a little bit more affordable. 39.4. That's still a lot. You're still at 40 grand for a car that's assembled 30%, or the parts are 30% from Mexico. Yeah, I don't know. The MSRP at 35 seems right, but that's bare bones. That's super bare bones. I'm not seeing any of those around here. What do y'all think? You paying more for the Z71, these beautiful rims? Or are you going for the Trailboss? Or are you just gonna go get yourself a used Tacoma or maybe a new Frontier? Save a little bit. Get a little bit less truck or maybe just as much truck, saving some money. I don't know, I'd probably put my money on that Frontier being a little bit more reliable on one of these Turbo 4s, but that's just me. Remember to always make smart financial decisions, and let me know what y'all think. Which one are you taking? Blue Trailboss or $5,000 more for the red Z71? Whew. All right, y'all take it easy.